So this is the Canon TS5320, and on paper it looks like one of those simple all-in-one printers that just sits in the corner of your room until you need it. But in reality, printers are never just simple. They're either incredibly convenient, or they remind you why people stopped printing things in the first place. I've been using this as my main home printer setup for a while now, and the first thing you notice is just how compact it is. It's not trying to be a bulky office machine. It's minimal, clean, and honestly blends into a home environment pretty well. No unnecessary complexity on the outside, just a straightforward design that tells you exactly what it is. Setting it up though, that's usually where printers either shine or completely fall apart. And here, it's surprisingly smooth. Wireless setup with AirPrint or the Canon app is relatively painless. You connect it once, and after that it just kind of works in the background. And for a printer, that already puts it ahead of a lot of competitors that still act like it's 2009 every time you try to connect them. Now when it comes to printing performance, this is where expectations need to be balanced. You're not getting professional studio-grade output, but for documents, schoolwork, shipping labels, and even casual photo prints, it actually holds up better than you'd expect at this price point. Text is sharp enough to look clean and readable, and color prints are decent if you're not zooming in and analyzing every pixel. Scanning and copying are also built in. And again, it's not flashy, but it gets the job done. You lift the lid, place your document, hit scan, and it just works. No complicated menus, no unnecessary steps. That simplicity actually becomes one of its biggest strengths over time. One thing I did notice though is that like most inkjet printers, ink management is where things can get a little annoying. If you're a heavy user, you'll feel it. If you're a light user, it's fine. But printers like this are always walking that line between convenience and long-term cost, and this one is no different. It's something you just have to go in aware of. Wireless reliability is another big factor, and honestly, it's mostly solid. Once it's connected, it stays connected. Printing from a phone is actually one of the better experiences here. AirPrint support makes it feel seamless if you're in the Apple ecosystem, and even on Android or Windows, it doesn't feel like a struggle, which is not something I can say about every printer I've tested. But what really defines the TS5320 is not that it's perfect, it's that it's predictable in a good way. It doesn't try to be overly smart or overcomplicated. It just prints, scans, and copies when you need it to. And in a category where frustration is usually the default experience, that predictability is kind of the win. At the end of the day, this is not a high-end office printer, and it's not trying to be. It's for home users, students, light work setups, and anyone who just wants something that works without turning printer setup into a technical project. So if you're looking for something simple, compact, and fairly reliable for everyday printing tasks, the Canon TS5320 makes a pretty strong case for itself. Just go in knowing what it is, and more importantly, what it isn't.